Hi there, Mr. Llama 101 here. Today will be a vinyl record showcase. These vinyl records I got a few years back. So the first one we have Fluid Existential Inversions by Intronaut. This is this is what the front looks like. Here's the back. It's a very surreal sounding album. It's a I'd say a metal record. Normally I don't listen to metal, but this particular metal band as well, I very much love. I very much love Intronaut. But this next one, this is a much more electronic sounding record. 200% electronica. I think that's pronounced Esprit. Correct me if I'm wrong. As this is very, very cool. I love the cover art for this one. Here's the back. Again, really cool looking stuff. This these first two records I'm showing you, they were made rather recently, but that's not so much the case for this album. Panorama by the Cars. This is of course, made in the early 1980s to late 1970s, around that time. Apparently, this is one of their lesser known albums, but I very much love how danceable and upbeat it is. Uh, this next record is also very upbeat and danceable. Uh, the Kraftwerk album Techno Pop, or in some versions of this are known as Electric Cafe. This is one of the more recent albums of theirs. It was made in the 1980s. Most of the stuff was in the 70s, but this was made when CGI was still in development. As you can see, it very cool cover art, very cool sound. I would say. And the next one we have I think the album is called maybe the band is called Spiral, and I'm not entirely sure. It doesn't even say on the cover art. It only says inside the sleeve, I think. So this is a pretty interesting album. It's electronic sounding, but it's also very I'm not sure how you'd call it, but avant-garde, I guess, sounding. Pretty cool stuff. Then we have a compilation album by the band Madness. Again, pretty cool stuff. And now we're getting into the sort of rock music territory here. We've got, of course, King Crimson, the In the Court of the King Crimson. Of course, a very well known album made in the 60s and 70s. Well, this I think was made in the 60s, but yeah, pretty. I very much like this. Again, quite surreal sounding stuff, similar to the first record I showed you in a way. I think this one, yeah, this one's also can also sound kind of liminal at times, I guess. And we two more records to go. These last two are Pink Floyd records. This is one of the very early records. This is this is their second record, Saucer Full of Secrets. This is, of course, very psychedelic sounding. This is some of their earlier stuff. I quite like this record, as well as the last one, of course. This is Animals. This was made in the 70s, so if their sound has evolved, but I still very much like this album as well. So that's all the vinyl records that I bought over the years so far. But there might be more that I might buy.